Hello, day 12, and I'm up, I'm showered, I'm dressed, I've had my breakfast, I've got a cuppa. My favourite one is tea this morning because I did what I did last week and I put a strong shot of coffee in my overnight oats, mixed it up with toasted almonds and coconut and had it with coconut milk. So it's like a coconut latte overnight oats. Really, really nice. Just to save me time because I'm off to toddlers this morning. I run a toddler group on a Tuesday. Today's the last one. So we've got all the Christmas things going on. I better have a quick sip of this before I put it down. One eagle-eyed viewer asked me if I was left-handed yesterday, and which was interesting. And at first I thought, why would you say that? But I drink with my left hand all the time. I did actually break my arm when I was 8. And I had it in a cast for, I don't think it was too long, I think it was only 4 weeks. Had it in a cast, and in that time I just learned to do a lot of things with my left hand, and drinking and pouring, if I'm pouring from a jug or anything, left hand. But I crochet with my right. Right, Advent calendar, day 12. So this is us halfway through today. Wow. The halfway point. Oh gosh, I've just ripped the door right off. There goes me using it again next year for someone else. And wow, it's another bluish one. This is just so pretty. I love the greens, and I'm not even a green person, but the blue, this is just stunning. Wow. I'll show you it against, I'm not going to throw it on the floor today. Stay. I'll show you it against next week's, no, against yesterday's. So it's slightly paler, it's got maybe just a hint of green, if not no green. Hard to say in this light. It's gone dark and pouring it down with rain again outside. So although it's kind of halfway between darkness and daytime, there's not much light coming in. Wow. Beautiful, right? So today will mark the halfway point. When I get this crocheted in, it will be the halfway point of my shawl, so that will be really good to be able to just lay that out and see what 2 times this is in terms of size, and if I'm happy with that, I think I will go ahead and start sewing in ends and writing up the pattern. A few people have been asking me about the pattern and will it be available, will I be writing it up, and yes I will. I'm pretty confident now. I think the end of today, it might be tomorrow actually when I properly have a good look at it. Depends what time today I get that crocheting done. I'll have a good look. I'll be able to just ×2 on the dimensions and get a very accurate idea of the size of it. And I will start writing up the instructions, which are very simple. It's a two row repeat, and I've done that deliberately because I know a lot of people like a mindful project for Advent. So it's very easy. The only time you really need to think is at the ends. One end has a double decrease, this one. There's a double decrease on this end, and then at the other end there's a double increase. So it's a parallelogram shaped shawl. So this end has a double increase, the other end I worked out a double decrease. The increase end I have kindly borrowed from my friend Lynn Rowe of Knit Crochet Create. This is the same increase she did on her Faithful shawl, which is my current whip. And current whip, I haven't touched it since November. Sorry Lynn, I will get back to it. I do love it. I've just had to focus on these ones. So I really, really like the way that she increased on her shawl. So I've done that increase here, and on the other side I have done a corresponding decrease. Because I also wanted it to work for a gradient shawl. It'll work as well if you've got all sorts of random colours, that'll work too. But I wanted it to work for a gradient shawl so that the colour bands were the same width throughout the shawl, rather than, let's just say, this was the pointy end. So your first day, your colour bands maybe this length, and then day 2, because it's getting bigger and bigger, it's maybe that length, and then by day, if you're maybe starting tiny, going big, and then going back to tiny, the colours in the middle would just be little skinny slithers, which is something that I was thinking about, and I decided I didn't want to do that. I wanted it to be the same day by day. And I'm glad I've gone with that, because, especially for these colours, because days 1, 2 and 3 are so similar. So the start of the shawl, if it had been starting at a point, would have been really samey for the first big chunk, and then it would have changed. So obviously I had no idea what colours were coming, but I'm glad I've gone with that technique. I'm happy with it. So I'm going to finish my tea and I'm going to get off to toddlers. I will try and get a little bit of footage like I did last week of just the little one's hands, because I don't want to get faces in and that kind of thing. But just the little one's hands doing their craft, because I love Christmas craft. Today we're doing a little baby Jesus craft and wool is involved. I've turned just some of that wool I got yesterday, I've turned it into straw because I thought it would be the perfect colour for straw. It's a slightly variegated yellow, and yeah, they're not going to be knitting or crocheting at 2 years old, don't worry. But yeah, we'll have fun with that. I'm really looking forward to it, just seeing all the little ones, their excitement of Christmas, and it's going to be a fun morning. And I don't really know what I'm going to get up to in the afternoon, but I will fill you in on that as well, and I'll see you at the end of the day. We had a quick look at the story of baby Jesus being born in a stable, and the kids made some little manger scenes and they were very cute. And here we are at the end of the day. It was a quick day. Tuesdays always are. Tuesdays are a busy day. Toddlers was great fun. There was a little video there with the kids doing their craft. That's the only one I managed to take today. I've been cleaning bathrooms. I have been crocheting. I should have taken some of me crocheting. I still haven't done some sort of setup with me crocheting and talking. I will try and do that sometime in Vlogmas. Yeah, I was doing computer stuff. That's not that exciting either. So I haven't had too much time for crochet, but I did get the first few rows done with the new colour. It's a shame about the light. If you see yesterday's Vlogmas, there's a photo in that, or is it a video of this in the daylight, so you can see how the colours are looking in natural light. And of course, when I finish today's, I've only got a little bit left. Once I finish today's stripe, it will be half the size it's going to be. Today is day 12, so the end of today this will be half the size is going to be. So I'm interested to lay it out and see exactly what size that's going to be, and from there I will make a decision on whether I'm going to keep the row and the row count I have and write it up, or if I'm going to adjust that slightly before finalising the pattern. I have also popped my sock on a blocker, as I was curious to see how much longer I have got to go. So possibly another 5 centimetres and I'll be ready for the toe decreases. Here it is. Ta-da! There. I got about another 6-7 rounds done last night, so I'm happy with that. You can see the twinkle. Gorgeous, gorgeous yarn, and yep, happy with how these are going. So the shawl that I showed you a moment ago is my own design, and this is a knitting pattern by Abby at From Devon with Love. She's selling kits for this as well, or you can just buy the pattern on Etsy or on Ravelry. Links to that are below. And yeah, I'm enjoying that one. I'm trying to get a little bit done every day. Last night I caught up a lot with The Hobbit, and I'm still not quite up to where I should be, but I managed to read a couple of chapters last night, and here is, I think it's Thorin. Yes, Thorin in the elves. Is it a castle? Is it a dwelling? Is it a cave? Yeah, in Mirkwood. I read quite a lot last night. I read pretty fast because I did listen to this story on audiobook earlier in the year, so it's fairly fresh in my mind. My hair, I just touched it there by the way, my hair is just such a hat head today. It's back to being pouring rain again, and yeah, I had a hat on and I don't think my hair was quite dry, so it's it's gone crazy. And the other thing, I got a couple of nice gifts today. I got this really pretty, if I take this off actually, I'll show you the top. It's got little grape hyacinths, which are one of my favourite springtime flowers. and you can plant them in this jug. Comes like that. And there was also a voucher for one of our local cafes, and that was from all the mums and grandparents and carers at Toddlers. So that was really, really sweet of them. I was dead surprised. At the end they just brought me this little bag with that. So if any of you are watching, thank you for that. It's been a pleasure taking Toddlers throughout the year. So that is me for now. Like I say, I'm out this evening, so I'm just going ahead. Let me know how your day's been in the comments, and if you enjoyed this one, give me a subscribe and turn your notifications on if you want to know when my next upload is. I'll see you bye for now.